Okay, I want to make a page in my tall journal. I have a whole bunch of them I'm working on, but I want to make a page that is, we'll put it on here. I'll probably put a yellow background on here, but I want to play with eyes. I'm having a moment where I want to practice doing all kinds of stuff with eyeballs. And you may not have those moments. Look at her eyes. See, her eyes are not big enough, but you can see the whites under them. I need to practice my eyes so I can get better at them. Okay, that's a nice big eye. Oh, and she's on the other side of that weird eyeball lady. Okay, so we're going to take her eyes. I want to get, and this is a old Vogue, December 2015. That's kind of fun with all those blocks, huh? Do we want to use that here? I won't be using any of them. I don't know. I kind of want it to be like in strips. I'm having a hard time explaining this. Her eyes may be okay. I don't know. I don't know if I want black and white eyes at this stage, because I don't feel like I'm an advanced eye lady yet. I will get there, don't worry. Nobody expects you to be advanced when you start. Look at the baby eyes. My granddaughter has real pretty eyes like that too. Okay, she's got good eyes. They're not quite as big as that other girl's eyes. I would like big eyes. I'm looking for big heads. I don't always want heads this big, but I want some big old heads today. And of course, when I'm looking, oh, there's Gwen Stefani's eyes, but see, her eyes are already, see, I think she would be good for something else. I want more plain girl eyes. You'll know them when I see them, don't worry. Okay, her eyes might be okay. I think I want them a little bit bigger. Oh, you know where I could look too? Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. I was just telling you guys about this book I had the other day with all these people in it. Maybe we could grab some of these eyes. Too little. Yes. Okay, so we have made a decision. We will be doing black and white and colored eyes. Okay, there's some more eyes. Maybe we do all black and white eyes. Glasses. Good eyes. This is just too cool together. Good eyes. Ooh, those are really big eyes. So, I'm so glad you suggested I do that because I think I have enough eyes. Let's find something fun to do with them. Now, all right, so let's look over our eyes. We've got, those are kind of sideways eyes. We've got some straight ahead eyes. We've got a little looking up eyes, straight eyes, straight eyes. Is that the same girl? Maybe. And Brittany's eyes. Now, Brittany's eyes may be too out of focus, but we're going to try it. All right, now we've got to find something to do with them, like either fun backgrounds or I was thinking stripes, or I'm doing perfume bottles with something else. Look at him, he's a cutie. We could use some more yellow, interesting things as backgrounds. Now I'm just looking for inspiration. there's a big eye. Oh, sure. As soon as I pick some other eyes, now all of a sudden the eye, oh, I could use this for the background. Okay, there's one eye. That's kind of fun. Could that be fun in the back? I don't know. I'm going to save that. These people are weird. Okay, now I'm looking for more patterns or bottles or something that jumps out at me. Oh, look at those legs. Those are some big legs. Do we do eyes with legs? Where's those one big eyes? I'm going to do eyes on legs. Okay, so let's find some legs. I don't have legs pulled out like I have eyes pulled out. So that, her eyes are going to go with those legs. Now we got to go back through and find some more legs. Oh, there's cute legs. Do we have little eyes? Kind of like that you can see her shoes. I'm thinking more shoe legs, not in grass legs. She only has one leg. Oh, there's a leg. Now let's figure out which eyes are going to go on this leg. I almost feel like those are Brittany's eyes. I don't love that she's out of focus. I think that would really bother me. So we're not going to do her. We could do her. So those are going to be her legs. Okay, I have a smaller and a bigger. Great bracelets. Those aren't bad legs. These are kind of big pants. Oh, those are good legs. Okay, we're gonna have her legs here. Because she needs kind of big legs anyways. So I need two more legs, one medium and one large. I could do that with a skirt. That looks like that could be this girl. I need one more set of legs for those girls. Not those. Those shoes make me mad. Oh, those are fancy legs. Very sexy. All right. There's walking legs. Okay, okay. Keep looking for some legs. All right. Desi and Johnny are talking about TV. They like to watch shows. I don't watch shows very much. almost feel like, do I want one big eye too? Then I need another leg. That's okay. I'm sure we have plenty of legs. See, I should never look at these because I'm like, bangs, bangs are in. But this is a magazine from how long ago? Ooh, those are funny legs. All right. None of those legs are making me excited. I already have big legs. Let's look in the glamour. Let's look at the glamour rates. Uh-oh, no, it's upside down. Oh, there's legs. Okay, we can do that. I'm gonna do those with her. And then I just need legs for my one big eye. Well, there's just a shoe. My husband got today off for Juneteenth. He works for the government, so they let him know yesterday that he got the day off. And I have some friends who said that while it's great that that's being celebrated, it isn't like a happy Juneteenth kind of situation, because it's the celebration of being released from slavery, and that's not something that's really all that celebratory if you think about it. Shakira, come on, sister. Oh, so pretty. Oh, this girl has good legs. This magazine doesn't have a whole lot in it anymore because I keep using it. I'm going to use these legs. Okie doke. There we go. Okay, Johnny J said I looked very determined, and I am very determined. I want to get this page down on the page. I have strong feelings. You know how you get an idea in your head and you want to do it? That's what's going on. So, I want to do a couple things. So first off, I don't want to have to paint around every single one of these legs. So I am going to put some paint in the background. I also want to get more of this border on before I glue these girls down. So I am going to just real quick, and I don't need any raggedy bits. This isn't one of those kind of things. I opened up a new Nouveau glue. It's such a good day. It's my favorite kind of glue. I'm fine if it goes over that lady's head. She is not the focus of this project. So I just like having some fun stuff hanging around, but you got to remember that the background is the background, right? So you don't get all attached to anything. Let's see, will that fit in there? Nope, not quite. So let's do, oh good, and then we'll have a little piece. Didn't I need a little piece? Kind of need a little piece up there. I can fill in that. I don't know if you can see way over there. If not, I'm sorry. And let's put this in here. And with all my eyes and legs, I have a feeling I am going to, did I bring these with me? I have a feeling I'm going to go over a lot of these words, but that's fine. It's still better to have them there than to not have them there, because then you don't have to bother with adding texture or any of that balderall. And it looks like we could maybe use a tiny bit of these guys. So let's go back in with them. Let's put that one there. They're a fun shape. They're from a cigarette ad. But I like the kind of pointy corners they have. See that? Fun pointy corners. Let's see. Put that little piece up there. See, that's starting to fill in. Nothing to worry about. Don't be nervous. There we go. There we go. Is that not stuck on the corner? No, it's not stuck on the corner. I have Uggs all over my hands, so I got to be very careful when I'm gluing my magazine images. I got so much glue on my hands. Okay, let's do this one. Is this corner? That is that corner. How fun. Oh my goodness. So there's times when I do a page and I struggle. I try to find things. I can't find things. I jury rig, I move. I jury rig, I move. And there are times when I have an idea for a page and I sit down and I find the stuff I want to use on it and I put it together and it's just delightful. And I feel like this is one of those delightful days. There we go. All right, now let's, and I can go back around and stick, see, I think my points aren't stuck down. Those points got stuck down. Okay, there we go. All right, and I have dirties on my hands from doing stuff before. So let's try not to get this too oogie. Clean it up a tiny bit. Oh, see, those corners aren't down. I want to get to the fun part for you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to paint this yellow and I'll be right back. Okay, we have Kitty here with us. Hi, honey, what's up? What is up, sister? Your feelings? Yeah? Well, kitties are allowed to have feelings. You know Mommy's pro kitty feelings. What you doing, sister? I am going to do kind of a funky background on this one because I probably will not be doing too much doodling behind here. Kitty, honey, what are you doing? Yeah, you just talking about your kitty feelings. You should tell the people that kitties have feelings and that they're allowed to, right? Mommy tells you that all the time. There we go. So now we have a little bit of pattern in the background, just enough to break that up. I'm going to dry this real quick. All right. I took that dry time as an opportunity to pet the kitty. So now Kitty thinks that she should be working. We'll come over here and work then. You know I know kitties have feelings. All right, this is our main girl. And we need to see how high up she's going to go. So she's going to go right there. So let's go ahead and stick her down, and then we can cut off that top part where those legs are sticking out that she won't be sticking to. Okay. All right, there we go. She's stuck down. Perfect. Okay, next we have this little girl, and she is going to be standing right here, see, on that guy and that baby. So that's why we never get attached to anything. All right, I'm just going to stick her to this part for right this second. She's a little shorty like me. I'm 5'2". So she's a short leg eyeball girl. Okay. And then we've got this girl who's got longer legs, and she's kind of doing a pirouette. So we just want to kind of catch the top part of her because we want her, just getting a little bit of her. I want this one leg to be straight though, down. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got these guys, we got these guys, we got this girl, we got this tall lady. So she's gonna be real tall. And these people are probably gonna be overlapping each other a little, at least a little bit. All right, this is where we gotta figure this out, because this is the running girl. And I think she could be a lot shorter down here, right? Do we want her running legs to go across there? And then we have this tall girl up here. Okay, I like this tall. So, I'm going to stick her down. I'm going to cut off this little tiny piece behind her. And then I'm going to stick her down because I got glue on the back of her. Wally, you're right. It's the UPS man. You know, sometimes you yell at your doggies about, you do really want them barking when somebody strange comes to the door, right? Right. Okay, so let's put this girl right up in this corner, and she's almost all the way to the bottom. Okay, there she is. Okay, so this girl, okay, we're gonna cut this apart because I want this girl to be right here, and then we can put this leg right here and she'll fit better, right? We don't got to keep the legs the way they were. Okay. So now I feel like she is the next layer, right? So we can stick her down. And I felt something wasn't stuck down here. So let's get this point. Boop, while we're there. Oh, see? This is what happens when you have layers of stuff and then you have a random layer that isn't stuck down. All right, let's keep going. We're doing good. This to me, you may not feel like this is coming together, but to me, this is like, holy buckets, this is coming together so easy. Let's do this. Let's get a clean piece of paper towel because my hands are all oogie. And I don't want to get glue all over everything. Okay. So now we'll put her over here. We're going to put this little gal right there. Now, is she going to go over the legs of this girl? I know she's going to go over her legs. Nope, she's just crossing this girl's legs. And you might see a little bit of wrinkly. So first off, they will settle down when you put them down. And it's not necessarily that the Nuvo glue caused the wrinkles. It was that I wrinkled the paper when I put her eye down. So it will be okay, I promise. So she's just a little bit... I think we make her eye straight, and then her leg can be a little off kilter. What do you think? Okay. See, we got this. All right, let's do this girl. She's gonna tuck right in here. And I had the one single eye girl but I feel like that would just be a little much for this project. Oh, there we go. Oogies on her. All right, let's stick her down. Let's stick her down. Gotta get the side of her leg stuck. And just so you know, nothing looks good at this point of your or your collage, right? Like this is just a whole bunch of eyeballs and legs stuck down. So if you were gonna try this, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this looks like a whole bunch of eyeballs and legs stuck down, which is fair because that's what it is, right? So it's the doodling, it's the shading, it's the outlining, it's everything that is gonna help us sell that this is gonna be a cool project. You can't get nervous when you see it at this point, because if you do, you'll never get good at collage because you'll be like, oh my gosh, it looks like a bunch of crap stuck on a page, because that's what it is right this second, right? Okay, here we go. This is our feature girl, our feature eyeballs. Okay, now we gotta be careful because we gotta get it in that bend. And then we gotta get everything else flat after that. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna doodle, and then I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna finish up my eyeballs today, and I like how they turned out. Desi doesn't like them. She thinks they're weird. So I want to show you my giant bag of stuff. So this is like gel pens. I'm gonna use a brush Pitt pen, Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Black. But you could also use, if you want something cheaper, this is a Stabilo All that is a pencil that does the same thing. I'll show you real quick. I don't like them because they move after you're done. So if you do this, it'll put like a little black edge around things, which is what I do with my Pitt pen, but Pitt pens are permanent and Stabilo Alls are not permanent. Okay, so then let's go back to this. So these are my big markers. Oh, stuff gets in the wrong place. I've got 2 Sharpies, 3 Sharpies. Those are good. I've got my, this has little sections, which is actually really helpful because then it holds my pens upright. I've got my extra pens in here. This is this side. Pencils. And then you need a white eraser. I'm sure there's one in here somewhere. So then here's my other side. These are my, I have Tom Molitos. I have Pitt. I have Posca pens in different colors. These are Sharpie Permanents. This should go over here, right? And then these are my Pitt pens, my extra pens. So those could go over there, right? Let's try to keep this slightly. Oh, we could put all our extra pens in this one spot. There we go. Nice. So I always need a backup on my, there's a pencil. And there is a, there we go. I always need a backup. That black one should be over here on my black and white Posca pens. Okay, so anyways, long story short, too late, I know. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to make eyelashes and I'm going to make outlines. Now, if you're thinking you could never have that many Posca pens, it's probably true. My job is to make art, right? But I also didn't buy those all at once. And I got some for birthdays. People would get me Michael's cards for my birthdays or for Christmas. So those have accumulated over time. All right, so on this one, I am going to use Dyan Reaveley's version of eyelashes, which is kind of a eyelash with a circle. And I took a bunch of collage classes with Dyan, and I love her style. So functionally, this is, for me, a way to have practice. So number one, to practice a bunch of different ways to do eyes, right? So that's number one for me. And then number two is to have a reference to look back on and to see which kind of ways I liked and which kind of ways I didn't like. Okay. On the big eyes, I'm going to do my way. So this is how I do them. I look at the eyelashes, and Karen, I'm not going to remember her name. I'll put a link. But there's a real artist that does actual artwork that showed me how eyelashes go. So eyelashes go this, Karen Campbell. Eyelashes go this way over here, and then they go up, and then they go a little bit this way. So what I do is I come in and I make these ones first, and I just follow the way the eyelashes are going normally. Now I do make them ridiculous because they're super long and super pointy, but I'm functionally just following the way those eyelashes are already going, right? And that, to me, has made a huge difference in how much I like my eyelashes. We're gonna make this big, long one. So it kind of goes that way. I can make them even longer once I get them set. Right? So they're long and ridiculous, right? These are eyeballs that have legs. So I can make my eyelashes as long and as ridiculous as I want. Okay, let's start with our middle one again. So this is the one I'm going to go up, right? And I don't go by where they are in their eyes. Okay, so it looks like it tends to be right over the middle of the iris that kind of is that first. Now see, now that one is starting to curve. This one will be really curvy. And then this is my long end one. My girls, well, my big girl specifically, because my middle girl hasn't really gotten into makeup yet, but my big girl, Brittany, likes a cat's eye. She likes her last eyelash to be really long and pointed. And earlier I went through and I did, and it looks like maybe I could do one more here, kind of going this way, maybe not as long. And they don't have to be equal, right? Like, I'm not going for equality in my eyelashes. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to do these ones down here. So here's this one. Just a little bit like that. And these ones kind of, these ones don't go as much, don't go as much straight. They tend to go kind of bendy. So we're going to make kind of bendy eyelashes down here. And I'm an 80s girl. I grew up during the days of big hair and big eyeliner. So I am going to really come in here and make this super big eyeliner. Now, you may not be an 80s girl, you may like your eyeliner to be maxi. I know doggies can have feelings too, but we're busy. Okay, so there you go. I like those ones. That's my favorite kind of eyelash. All right, let's do little ones. Let's do wispy ones over here because I don't like wispy ones. So we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to kind of come up here. We're going to do wispy eyelashes. And I don't know if this is really a thing, but I don't like this as much, but maybe it's because I haven't gotten good at them yet, right? So to me, these are the closest to real eyelashes that I probably get, right? Now, this is my problem with wispy eyelashes. I then want to come in here and do the half eyelashes. And I think sometimes I mess these up and it winds up not looking as cute because then I do it like one more time after this. And then they just become like black blobby eyelashes. Okay? So those are okay. I don't hate them. All right, so now let's do, what kind can we do? Okay, I'm going to look online using my phone, which is you, and then I will be back with more kinds of eyelashes. Okay, after having done an exhaustive online search, nobody else is as obsessed with eyelashes as I am. So I am going to, another way they seem to do it is to do a lot of black shading around the eyeballs. So we're going to try that. Kind of like eyeliner, but not quite as defined. So we're going to try that and then see if I need some eyelashes because it is my art and I can have as many eyelashes as I want. So this is just Jersey Girl eyeliner. And then I think they had some eyeshadow, so we'll do that because my girls tend to not have eyeshadow, right? Okay, and then I'm just going to do, what should we do? We could do like diamonds instead of like pointy diamonds. And we could just do the bottoms, right? Pointy diamonds that touch each other, not kind of eyelashy. See if we like those. So I never get really twisted. I feel like I'm a lot more on this eye. I never get really twisted about trying something because it's a bunch of eyeballs, right? So we'll give her eyeshadow too. Let's get her kind of a green, you think? Ooh, turquoise to go with her pretty eyes. All right, now these are those brush Pip pens. So we're gonna go on her probably bigger than we normally would, right? Because this is kind of her, it's not very realistic, but that's not what we're here for. Oh, I don't mind eyeshadow. That's fun. I think it would work better on like these ones where you can really see their eye holes. Okay, do I have purple? I don't have purple, but I have a kind of magenta. So I'm just going to do a little bit of extra around the top here, just to add a different like layer of shading. All right, all right. Oh, I wanted to put white in these bottom circles. I don't know if my white's coming out very well. I don't think it is. We'll come back. put more white in there. There we go. There we go. Josie's up. Well, he was up earlier. But now he's up, talking to his dad. All right. So now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to outline. So I want to start with whoever's in the back because we're going to outline them. And you're going to be surprised by how much this adds dimension to the piece. And again, you could do this with Stabilo All. If you want to use a pencil, I use the Pitt pen, the Pitt brush pen. And I'm not very careful to stay close because I'm just not. You could be. And this is going to lighten up a little bit. So right now it looks like black. It will just be a shading once it does its thing. See, now this is going to help us sell that this is one leg over top of the other leg, right? Because this is crossing that. Then we're going to go around her beautiful eyes. Oops, too low. See, I just go over and then I meet it. And the thing about working on your art journal is you're all up in it, right? So that could be like, oh my gosh, I just ruined it. But nobody else is that into your art journal, so nobody but you will ever realize it. And I promise you in 5 minutes, you're not going to remember that there's a smoochie over there. Because you're going to be looking at your eyeballs and you're going to be thinking, I made the most beautiful eyeballs in the world. Right? Right. Okay. So we may do a little tiny bit more shading. You guys asked if I would show more of how I do my doodling, and I will. I'll do a video about how to do doodling, because I did a lot of doodling on this last night. Part of the problem is that's my fun part that I do while I'm watching TV or watching YouTube videos, and so doing that at my desk kind of takes away a little bit of the fun. And here's a big part of it. A lot of it is just sitting staring at my artwork and thinking, does it need something? Does it need something here? Does it need something there? Which would be the least fun television. Okay, I feel like she is the next one, then her, then the big one. Okay, so now we're going to go over here, and this is going to help sell that she is in front of the other one. I'm not going on any of these, like I want them to be hooked together, the tops and the bottoms. So I'm not going to make a line there, in here, right? I'm making a line around there. I'll show you in a sec. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, see how I want this to be cohesive with that? So I went around there. So I won't go on this little part. I'll go here, here, and then down here. And that will help sell that the eyeballs go with this set of legs, because it kind of helps them be cohesive. Okay, now this one has to go over top of that one, right? That's how we know this is in front. There we go. Okay, 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 okay. All right. Now you could be way more careful than I am. I'm just not all that careful at this step because I've made really tight lines. I just made that all wiggly, but nobody will notice. That's, I think, the thing that I realized is I won't come back and notice those individual things. And they're what make it handmade, right? So if we had somebody perfect doing it, then it wouldn't be so snazzy as it is because just derpy old me's doing it. Okay, now we gotta do our big one. And you see the India ink in the Pip pen is beating up on some of the really shiny magazine pages, and I'm fine with that. See how it looks? See, it makes it kind of wiggly and scritchy. So even if you were trying to do it perfectly, you couldn't. I guess you could put, people ask all the time if you could put gesso on it, like a clear gesso. If I was going to put anything to try to make the lines perfect, I would put Mod Podge or gel medium on there. I wouldn't put gesso because gesso is made for artists to condition their canvases to give them some tooth, and so it has a texture in itself, and all your fun Pip pen brushes and all your fun Posca pens will get eaten up by the roughness of the gesso. So I don't use gesso if I am going to be doing pen work. Now that's a personal choice. You might think that the benefit of having a perfect line outweighs the cost to your markers. And that's okay too. All right, we're gonna get that. Where's that good? Was it this one? No, it was this one that worked. All right, I gotta put dots on my eyebrows. I like to have dots on my eyebrows. Just on these edges. I don't know why. I'm sure people do other things with eyebrows, but I can't have questionable eyelashes and questionable eyebrows. That would just be too much for me. Okay, another thing that I did see that I liked very much was Tisha Moore did a bunch of white dots on her eyelids. I did that in a different one where I don't think I have that book here with me right this second. No. Where I was doing a Tisha Moore inspired eyeball. I kind of like that. I don't hate that. All right, we're going to give her a shiny eye. And a shiny eye there. And we're going to give her a shiny eye right there. And a shiny eye right there. And a shiny. 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 Nice. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do real quick here, because I'm going to be doing some other stuff, is we're going to shadow. So I'm going to take these India ink Pip pens. You could do it with India ink. And I'm going to shade a little bit of some of these shoes just to give them a little bit more dimension. It doesn't always work great on black, but we're going to give it a try. Just to give it a little bit more zhuzhies. Okay, and then I need, so do I have any other dark? I could do it on purple. And I could even do the back of this one, right, to give it a little bit of interest. Okay, and then I need a green, and I have a green, beep. And you're thinking I'm going fast just because you're here, but I'm not. I don't spend much time on this. Do we got any more green? We could do a teeny bit of green over here on this edge. So I'm just doing it where it would be dark, right? So it would be dark where the stripies are. I'm just putting a little color. I could have put burgundy in there, but I thought it gave it a little zhuzh. Oh, we could do this again. Over here on her this side, right? So, right? And this is just all about shading, and I'm not actually doing it right, right? So if you think about where the sun is on her legs, this is actually the right way, right? So it's coming this way. Oh, I did do it right there. This is not right. So you wouldn't, well, I guess it maybe is. Huh, look at me. So you want to pick where your sun is and have your shading go where your sun is. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of this as if she's being, like the sun's coming down on top, right? Okay, so let's do a little bit of coloring in the eyes just to give them a little dimension. These ones are going to be really hard to do anything. Oh, I just did over her white eye. Boop. Gotta give her white eye back. Okay. Purple. We can use that dark color to give her a little eye zhuzh. See? It's not much, but, and then I have like a gray we could use for these guys. It just helps it not quite look like flat paint, right? All right, I have a darker gray. So I have a darker gray and a blue. So we're going to do, on our big legs, we're going to do blue. And then while it's still wet, we're going to come in here and smooth it out with some gray. Because the dark on the paint is really dark. Hi, honey. And we're just smoothing it out a little bit. We're going to do that same thing on this shoe. We're going to put a bunch of India ink. So India ink, when it's dry, is permanent. So we got to do this pretty quick or it won't move around. Now the India ink I put on afterwards, this guy, the gray, will help us a little bit, right? I'm not going to put blue on here. I'm just going to put a little bit of gray just to give us some color. Maybe a little bit down here. I'm just trying to see where I'd like a little bit to not make it look so flat and boring. Like that. I like that. Oh, that's much better. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to do a little bit of teal over here. Boop. And just spread it out a little bit. A little bit down here maybe. A little bit down here maybe, right on that corner. Oh, I like how it made a lump. Let's make a lump there. There we go. Kind of makes it look like the toe of the shoe. Do we need anything else? I don't think so. And see how the India ink is, I don't know what it is doing, but it feels like to me like it is soaking in, right? It doesn't stay exactly where you put it. It just kind of feels to me like it soaks in. I don't know if that's true. I think I would like a teeny bit more of something. How about a lighter pink on these red shoes? I was fighting them the whole way. They were fighting me. Let's call a spade a spade. They were fighting me. They didn't, the red, I was using the Molotow and it didn't want to cover. And we were just having a time with ourselves. Okay, so there we have it. We're calling it. I could do so much more. I could do more doodling. I may do that sometime, but for right now, I'm calling this done. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.